President Donald Trump is wasting no time, making strong statements on taxes, global trade, and federal hiring. We'll have the latest from Washington as the inauguration celebration winds down.
Plus, women's marches swept the nation and the world this weekend. What the thousands of demonstrators in Phoenix came out to demand from the new president.
And Barrett-Jackson is a wrap. We take a look at how the Valley's biggest car auction revs up the economy.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News on Arizona PBS. I'm Emma Lockhart.
And I'm Zach Pocklip. Thanks for joining us.
It's day 4 of President Donald Trump's first 100 days, and his administration is springing right into action. This morning, President Trump met with business leaders where he vowed to cut taxes. He also signed a memo to withdraw from the Trans-Pacific Partnership and put a hiring freeze over federal workers. This afternoon, Trump's press secretary addressed criticisms over the information put out by the new White House leadership.
It's an honor to do this, and yes, I believe that we have to be honest with the American people. I think sometimes we can disagree with the facts. There are certain things that we may not fully understand when we come out, but our intention is never to lie to you.
Press Secretary Sean Spicer explained that President Trump will take any opportunity to combat ISIS, discuss visits with the Egyptian president over U.S.-Egypt relations, and asked the Senate to, quote, stop playing games with cabinet nominees. Spicer made a point to maintain honest press relations.
Parts of Washington, D.C. are in need of a wide-scale cleanup after protests from President Trump's inauguration and the Women's March this weekend. Cronkite News reporter Tyler Fingert hit the National Mall today.
The cleanup process is underway in a rainy and windy Washington, D.C. Just 72 hours ago, President Donald Trump took the oath of office. Hundreds of thousands of people packed the National Mall for the chance to witness the moment Donald Trump took the oath of office. Here, though, the National Park Service says it could take several months before everything here is cleaned up and put away. Working through rain and wind, workers remove decking for the National Mall.
The rain is certainly slowing down a little bit of what we're able to do, but that's why we make sure that we leave a wide window to be able to get everything down carefully.
It's a race against the clock. Everything needs to be gone in the next few weeks. Crews started working over the weekend, but because of the Women's March on Washington, they had to change their plans.
We stopped removing the turf paneling so that the grass would be protected and that they would be able to be out here without the interference of a lot of the takedown, and also so that they could safely get through the National Mall.
Even with this slight change of plans, things are quickly moving. Workers cleaned up most of the Lincoln Memorial by Saturday night. And the National Park Service says that the majority of the visible stuff that was put out here for the inauguration, that stuff should be put away by the end of this week. Of course, that depends if the weather cooperates. For now, reporting on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., Tyler Fingert, Cronkite News.
Emotions over the new president ran high all weekend long. As reporter Anthony Mitchell tells us, supporters and protesters were making their voices heard across the valley on the day of the inauguration.
Pay your taxes, Donald Trump! Pay your taxes, Donald Trump!
On the morning of President Trump's inauguration, protesters gathered on the Capitol lawn to express their disapproval. Protester Ron Mack is concerned about the discontent he's seen from people, especially towards those of color.
Is going to not only disqualify a lot of people from different opportunities, but it's also going to normalize a lot of the hate that's going on since he's been elected.
The president has been persistent in his claims of foul play by the media, and one supporter, who gave us different names, said he feels that Trump's negative reputation is rooted in biased opinion.
I feel that's just inaccurate due to misinformation that's been perpetuated by the media as well as people on social media to sort of further their own agenda rather than focusing on facts. Because if we were to focus on facts, I doubt anybody would think that he's a racist.
It's been a very peaceful day. The police presence may be helping. There's been a fair number of people who are practicing their right to open carry, but for the most part, just discourse that has been beneficial to all parties involved.
No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump, no
While a fair portion of these crowds represented groups and causes, protester Nick Diomede came to show his solidarity for those he feels are in more immediate danger.
As a white male, I could hide in the demographic that supports Trump, but you know, having intelligent female friends, having Muslim friends, having an Hispanic partner, you know, this is me saying that I'm going to be there for all of them.
Reporting from the state capitol, I'm Anthony Mitchell, Cronkite News.
Across the country and around the world, women march to call attention to what they see as a threat to their rights under the new Trump administration. Reporter Marcela Ramirez takes us to meet some Arizonans who made the trek to march on the Capitol.
Hundreds of thousands of people came from all over the country on Saturday to march on Washington, including residents from Arizona. These residents came to show their children the importance of equal rights, including Tony Colbeck.
I felt like it's really important for my girls to experience something, to realize they have a voice and that they need to use it to stand for themselves and to support others.
Participants at the march were there in direct response to Trump's inauguration and to voice their concerns on his cabinet's agenda on healthcare, immigration, and the rights of the LGBTQ community.
As a gay woman, as someone who believes in the power of women, this is just really, really important.
Colbeck recalls her experience as being pretty intense, but says it was a positive experience.
It was friendly, it was peaceful, which was so important.
Sierra Vista resident Johnny Silvercloud attended the inauguration just a day before and said this march was more celebratory.
The vibe for yesterday was more about rejecting of Donald Trump. This march is a little bit more celebratory.
Colbeck says that Saturday's march is not the end, but the beginning of more. It's a call to action.
The Women's March is not a moment, it's a movement.
Colbeck will be returning to Arizona tonight along with other women that came to Washington for Saturday's march. Reporting from Washington, Maricela Ramirez, Cronkite News.
Washington's may have been the largest women's march, but it certainly wasn't the only one to exceed expectations. Cronkite News reporter Veronica Acosta covered the event.
The cloudy Saturday morning began with cheers, chants, and an assortment of musical instruments. But the thousands of women and men who descended into the heart of Phoenix were there with a purpose.
I'm here for women. I believe that a woman should be the one that says what happens with their bodies. I'm here because I don't know that America was ever bad, and great again is somewhat subjective.
Men and women of all different ages hold their signs high up in the air and are actually joined by others from all around the world.
Organizers expected about 5,000 people to participate in downtown Phoenix. And as in many cities across America, officials say the actual turnout at the Capitol was much higher, closer to 20,000. Even though the march didn't condemn President Trump, many signs and people like Candy Cox did.
The hands-on that has occurred to us from the obscenities from the president to defunding Planned Parenthood to attacking our bodily autonomy, that's why it's a women's march.
Among those in attendance was Congressman Ruben Gallego, one of many lawmakers that skipped the inauguration altogether.
Well, I'm here to do my job. Clearly, my constituents are unhappy about the outcome of the election, and they're worried about the future.
And marchers insist the work cannot stop once it's over. It must continue.
Calling senators, emailing, speaking up in any way you can.
In Phoenix, Veronica Acosta, Cronkite News.
In Congress, some House members upset with recent United Nations actions on Israel are saying it may be time to push for a United States exit from the UN. Arizona House Representative Trent Franks was among those at a pro-Israel event today talking about why the U.S. no longer belongs in the UN.
They become an anti-American, anti-Semitic, anti-democratic, anti-freedom mob.
Franks co-sponsored a bill that would effectively cut all ties between the U.S. and the UN. The House Committee on Foreign Affairs has not taken any action on that bill.
Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in Tucson was placed on lockdown earlier today after reports of the sound of gunshots. The base sent out a series of tweets updating on the lockdown, asking personnel to find shelter and media to stay away from the area. The lockdown lasted for about an hour while security forces cleared on-base schools and swept the area before declaring the base all clear. At least one person is dead after a private aircraft crashed at Tucson International Airport. Cell phone video captured first responders dousing flames of the wreckage. Despite the crash, airport operations are continuing as normal. The cause of the crash is unknown at this time.
Law enforcement is taking an initiative to better serve the community, and community members have tips on how to help.
Coming up on Cronkite News, how bridges are being built within the state's public safety.
Arizona Superintendent of Public Instruction Diane Douglas gave her State of Education today. Cronkite News has the latest on what Douglas has planned.
I'm Scott Pelley, anchor and managing editor of the CBS Evening News. In our changing media landscape, it is crucial for journalism education to ensure a commitment to the truth, unbiased reporting, strong ethics, unwavering fairness, and above all else, accuracy. These are the hallmarks of ASU's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. It's a place where students can innovate and transform the news industry while always upholding the values of the school's namesake. The Cronkite School at ASU, preparing the next generation for a stronger future of journalism.
Discover so much more at azpbs.org/schedule, where it's easier than ever to find out what's on Arizona PBS. Access interactive digital and printable program guides, repeat times, and full episode descriptions. Watch program previews of best bets for the coming week. Search by title to find your favorite shows. You can even add programs to your calendar and get email reminders when they're about to start. It's easier than ever to find out what's on Arizona PBS. Discover so much more at azpbs.org/schedule. When you want to be more connected, friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, watch us online.
Navajo Nation leaders are considering changing the name of the tribe from Navajo to Dene. The proposal would have the president and all departments and agencies of the tribe use the phrase Dene Nation when describing the lands and the people. Dene is the Navajo word meaning the people and is commonly what tribe members call themselves. The sponsor of the bill says he was inspired by a tribe member who said the term Navajo was coined by Spanish conquistadors. The Dene Nation name change must still be approved by the full Navajo Nation leadership.
Law enforcement and inner-city communities are working together to rebuild trust with police. A forum open to the public is giving people the chance to speak on police-citizen relations. Reporter Kaylee Nassif went to Scottsdale to attend the forum.
Police chiefs and community members met today in order to start the conversation about policing in Arizona. The Bridge Forum in Scottsdale hosted 6 police chiefs from throughout the valley who gave their opinions on what their departments can do to better serve the public.
We're kind of restricted in how much training we can provide to our officers, but I just want to continue to be able to provide the highest level of training and most important training we can provide to our officers on a more regular, consistent basis.
Community members expressed their concerns about a variety of topics, including racial profiling, language barriers, and officers failing to report on their fellow officers.
I want you guys to get real and not just talk about what's perfect. What happens when the culture of the police is to protect the police?
Each police department has its own strengths and weaknesses, but there's one thing that all of the police chiefs could agree on. They want to build a bridge to connect their departments with the community.
Our responsibility of police officers as guardians of the people starts with knowing the community who we serve.
Governor Doug Ducey was on hand to end discussions, saying Arizona's lucky we haven't seen the tragedies other states have, but we have to remain vigilant. In Scottsdale, Kaylee Nassif, Cronkite News.
The The state superintendent of public instruction, Diane Douglas, spoke before the House Education Committee just hours ago. Douglas started off by saying that she feels the state of education in Arizona is at a crossroads, but she is pleased with where education stands as a state priority.
And as an enormous victory that the governor and the legislature have prioritized education is to dedicate a majority of new resources to education.
National School Choice Week begins today in Arizona and across the country. In Arizona alone, there are nearly 1,000 events to raise awareness about K-12 school choices and offer parents the chance to review optional and traditional schools to online academies for the next academic year. Governor Doug Ducey will host a school fair and luncheon at the state capitol Rose Garden this Thursday. They are called Big Bellies, and they are popping up on the corners of downtown Phoenix.
But these ordinary-looking trash cans are changing the way we discard our trash. Coming up on Cronkite News, what these new age trash cans need to stay powered and keep the streets clean.
Taking a live look at how gloomy it's been across the valley right now. You're looking at the 202. There are brighter days up ahead, and I'll tell you when those are up next.
I think I finally found my hallelujah. I've been waiting for this moment all my life now. All my dreams are coming true, yeah. I've been waiting for this moment. It's good to be alive right about now. Right about now.
Officially from 36, and he hooks it in. Arizona State wins. Keeping one deep, and it is caught. Jalen Strong. Do you believe it?
Out with the old and in with the new. Downtown Phoenix officials are using solar-powered trash cans to help keep the city clean. Reporter Morgan Wheeler tells us how technology can save money and lead to cleaner streets.
They are popping up around downtown Phoenix.
They're really meant to kind of be more effective in terms of trash collection, and we're excited to have them because the other great thing about them is they have a separate recycling bin.
These solar trash cans need 15 minutes of sunlight a day in order to operate. Big Bellies are meant to be more effective in terms of how much trash is collected. The bins can hold 8 times more trash than a regular can.
Big Belly solar trash cans collect waste and recycling items. These trash cans are designed to limit the daily need of collection trucks.
When it is packed, the bin sends a text message to Phoenix Public Works.
The cool thing about these bins is they actually tell us when they're full, so we get live data that says, hey, your bin's full, come pick it up.
The goal is to reduce the number of trash pickups from 3 times to once a week. These solar trash cans save time, money, and the possibility of lives.
Any sort of public safety concern, we can lock these units down, and if anybody tries to tamper with it, it'll send a message to our cell phones and let us know, check this one out here, there may be somebody messing with it.
There are now 15 Big Belly units downtown. After the test phase, the city hopes to expand these trash compactors to state universities and parks. In Phoenix, Morgan Wheeler, Cronkite News.
Big Belly's trash cans reduced average collections from 8 times to 2 times a week in Los Angeles. To see a demonstration on how the smart waste and recycling system works, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.
After facing months of scrutiny, Samsung is blaming poorly manufactured batteries for the overheating problems that caused some of its Galaxy Note 7 phones to catch fire. The Samsung president apologized for faulty phones and said that they have asked too much from their battery manufacturers to create a stronger battery in a smaller phone. The company says they will work to make sure the overheating won't happen again.
Obesity is dangerous now more than ever. A new study just came out that those who are overweight can be more prone to many types of cancer. The health investigation was done by the International Agency for Research on Cancer. After 15 years on the study, colon, kidney, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, ovarian, and thyroid cancers are now more prevalent in overweight patients. The American Institute for Cancer Research recommends eating healthy and regular exercise to prevent the risks. Tornadoes killed more people this weekend than all of last year. At least 41 twisters tore through Georgia, Mississippi, and Alabama, killing 19 people and destroying several homes. The governor of Georgia has declared a state of emergency after 15 deaths were reported in Georgia alone.
There are also strong weather warnings here in Arizona.
Chloe Ranshaw is in the Cronkite Weather Center tracking this winter storm.
That's right. Most of those warnings have been for northern Arizona. We're taking a live look at Flagstaff right here. You can see that snow following. It's also covering the ground. You can also see some ice on the lens there. And it has been pretty gloomy throughout the valley today. You can see that rain moving through central Phoenix. Again, that snow up north. That's not going to go away anytime soon. It's been pretty chilly as well. 58 degrees in Phoenix, dipping down again, 29 in Flagstaff, 36 in Prescott, even 61 in Yuma. But let's take a closer look and move over to the East Valley. You can see 59 degrees in Tempe, 57 degrees in Mesa, even 59 once again in Chandler. But let's keep you safe and take a look at what's happening later today. This is looking at 7 p.m. You can see that rain moving through. Those roads will be slick. Luckily, that rain will clear by tomorrow night. There's still that snow lingering, and that's not going to clear, but there are brighter days up ahead. We can take a look here. 55 degrees on Tuesday, tomorrow, 57 degrees on Wednesday, even 59 degrees on Thursday. And take a look at those lows, 38 degrees. You may want to cover any plants that you have that could be sensitive to frost. Luckily, there's still some rest of the week to look forward to. It will get a little bit warmer, 62 degrees on Saturday, 66 degrees on Sunday, even 69 degrees on Monday. It's only Monday, but there's a lot to look forward to. Brighter days ahead. In the Cronkite News Weather Center, I'm Chloe Ranshaw.
Barrett-Jackson is over, but the impact can still be seen.
That's right, the iconic car show does more than show off shiny automobiles. One of the Valley's most anticipated car auctions took place over the weekend, bringing in thousands of people. Cronkite News takes a look at the economic impacts of this annual auto event.
Heaven knows you're a dreamer. Don't hide it from anyone. Don't hide it from anyone. Hey, would you believe me if I said we are here for a reason now? This is our life. This is what counts. This is for us. I will go anywhere for you.
– 1,700 cars hit the auction block at Barrett-Jackson last week. Judson Tomiko looked to see how money spent at the event helps the Scottsdale economy year-round.
Just like the machine do the work. Jason Matthews is demonstrating how to properly buff a car, and he says his company cleaned up with their car care products at its first Barrett-Jackson auction.
And very good. Yeah, we actually pretty much hit all of our goals for sales, email metrics, things like that yesterday.
Barrett-Jackson officials say more than 300,000 people attended the 9-day event and say those people spent money in the greater Scottsdale area as well.
We actually just did a study with the city of Scottsdale, and we did $168 million of direct economic impact to the city of Scottsdale. That doesn't include everywhere else in the valley. It's basically like having a Super Bowl every year in your city, so it's really exciting.
This year's auction also set an event record in number of pre-sale tickets sold, including one to a Minnesota man who hoped to find the car of his dreams.
Well, of course, when you come to a no-reserve auction, you hope to spend as little as possible. But this car is a beautiful car. I think we're looking at maybe $70,000 to $80,000.
That type of spending can really rev up an economy. In Scottsdale, Judson Tomiko, Cronkite News.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
On the next Arizona Horizon, hear about the city of Tempe's new fashion incubator aimed at helping designer startups. And we'll look at some of the latest developments going on at Arizona's Banner Alzheimer's Institute.
I'm Judy Woodruff on the next NewsHour. What will the first days of the Trump presidency bring? That's Monday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
And for top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.
Support for Arizona